Hi, hi. Welcome to my art channel. I am very excited to share with you how I use my iPad as a light box. I've shared this on my Instagram before, but I think it's really difficult for people to visualize, maybe because they don't use the iPad enough or they don't really use certain features of the iPad, because I don't think you need that feature if you have kids, which is the guided access feature. So I'm gonna share with you how I use that in my favor to convert my iPad into a light box so that I could transfer my digital sketch into, or rather use my digital sketch as a reference, and with my iPad as a light box so that I could transfer my sketches onto paper and then have it painted out like this. So yeah, this is primarily a light box tracing iPad video. So if you're here, that's what you're here for. If you found this video, I guess you are also interested in learning how to use your iPad as a light box. So instead of tracing over the window, which I used to do a very long time ago, I kind of stopped doing that ever since I discovered that I could do this with my iPad. And let's go! For starters, I will take a photo of my sketch with my iPad or mobile, and then I would take this photo, import it into Procreate, and this is where I adjust the composition for the drawing and fine-tune the proportion, basically do all sorts of adjustments because my sketch on the sketchbook is always really sketchy, and because I don't want to be making unnecessary changes on the paper, I would want my digital drawing to be as clean as possible so that it minimizes the amount of changes or erasing that I'll have to do on the actual paper when I do the tracing. So once I'm ready to trace, so this is where it's the most critical part of all, which is you need to turn on guided access in order to lock the screen of the iPad. That way, when I put my paper on top of the iPad and when I start tracing, it doesn't move the image that's beneath the paper. And the other thing that would really make this process a lot more comfortable would be to do it in a dimly lit room or a dark room so that it's easier to see the line art that is on the iPad through the paper. And once we have everything all set up on the iPad, we can start tracing. this is how I go about tracing my work on paper from my iPad. So this would be pretty much my point of reference where I use to guide me while I paint. Okay, and that is a wrap, my friends. If you have reached to the end of this video, I hope you have picked up a little trick or two, so you don't have to use your window as a lightbox anymore. We can all use our iPad as a lightbox to trace. I think it's really it's a really handy tool to have if you have an iPad. I guess if you have any other drawing tablets, you could also use that as well, but I'm not too sure how to lock the screen for like an Android tablet. And that's that. Oh yes, and I also have a Patreon account, so it's just a single tier. I call it my secret art club, and if you would like to be a part of my secret art club, you can sign on to be a patron there. I'll link it down below. Every month I will post an exclusive video. It's usually an exclusive art video. I will share behind the scenes stuff, secret sketchbook pages, and explorations, things that I don't usually share so openly on socials, but they're all there in my secret art club. And on some months I will also put up posts for digital downloads, so if you're interested in purchasing this post as single posts, they are available to you. If not, you could also just sign up to be a patron, and this will be all free for your access, including past months exclusives. And that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me right to the end of this video. I love you so much. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Guys, this is so silly. Throughout the entire time, I had this clipped onto my shirt thinking that I'm recording with this mic, but I'm essentially just recording with the audio on my phone. Oh gosh. Mom's brain? Maybe. I don't know. So silly.